What's up, everybody? Welcome to match number 1 of my VGC regionals in the UK. It did not go well, as you might have found out from the last video overall, but this was a great battle, and this was against Luke Kirkham. He didn't have his own 3DS at the time. He was using a friend's 3DS, so his in-game name is Rick, but it was Luke Kirkham, and his full team was Terrakion, Rotom Wash, Whimsicott, Metagross, Hydreigon, and Charizard. I was assuming it was Mega Metagross and Mega Charizard, so a double Mega team. I think double Mega teams are actually gaining popularity at the moment, but he ended up choosing to bring Terrakion, Whimsicott, Charizard, and Hydreigon. As you can see, this is spoiling things, and I was not expecting those pokes. I was really expecting the Mega Metagross, so I brought a lot of stuff to deal with it. I brought my Bishop, my Mega Kang, my Ludicolo, I love this Ludicolo, and my Thundurus. So let's jump right in, and I'll explain what I was thinking. So I led with my Kangaskhan and my Bishop for that double Sucker Punch. I really like double Sucker Punch, and also to deal with that Mega Metagross. I also deal with Rotom quite well with that lead. I also deal with Hydreigon really well with that lead. So it seemed like a decent lead matchup for me. Unfortunately for me, he led Whimsicott and King Corey. I decided to protect with Kangaskhan because it's very unexpected. People do not expect to protect with Kangaskhan, and then go for the Iron Head onto his Terrakion to kill it off with my Bishop, not fearing a close combat onto Bishop, of course, because I am Focus Sash, so I would be able to live it anyway. He ends up double protecting, which was really unexpected, and probably his best possible play, because obviously it did allow him to preserve that Terrakion, and also bait out my Protect, and also, if I had Fake Out, ignore any Fake Outs. Obviously, that means that my Iron Head does nothing. This turn did nothing, and I end up being forced to switch out, because obviously I don't want to catch close combat on Kangaskhan just yet. It is very key in this matchup. So he goes for the beat up onto his Terrakion, which I was really not expecting, but it does get him to +4, and this turn I actually went once again for the Iron Head onto his Terrakion, and obviously the switch out into Thundurus. So this beat up gets him to +4, and I did not expect that. I really didn't, and it changed everything, in all fairness. It really did change my game plan completely. It made me very, very afraid of this Terrakion, whereas previously I wasn't too worried about it. I thought it couldn't kill my Thundurus no matter what. He goes for the Rock Slide here, and of course a +4 on the Rock Slide is going to knock out Swag. But I was still not worried, because I thought my Iron Head is going to knock out his Terrakion here. My Iron Head is going to deal with this Terrakion here. It's no problem. And then I flinched the Rock Slide, thinking that I'd lost myself the game, because honestly, what do I do here? I don't see how I win the game here. I'm forced to protect with Bishop, because obviously it's not doing anything to this Terrakion, and I know that I can just about live a Rock Slide, or I thought I could just about live a Rock Slide with Kang. I was hoping he would target the Bishop with a fighting move, I really was, but he ends up going for another +4 Rock Slide, and I'm pretty sure this was a roll, actually, thinking about it, because I only have 4 HP. But anyway, I get knocked down to 15 HP. I do survive it on a roll, probably. I go for the Power Up Punch on Terrakion, because I know that will do the maximum amount of damage without recoil, because I knew that if I was living, I wasn't living by much. So, no recoil from the double edge, and I take him down to Sucker Punch range, because I'm now at +2. He predicts me, and I actually predict him here to protect on his Terrakion. I go for a Protect on my Big Mama to save it, and I actually end up going for the double Protect here, even though I protected last turn with my Bishop. I go for the double Protect there. It doesn't work out for me, but it's fine, because this turn I can now Sucker Punch his Terrakion, take it out, which is really, really good for me. And the best play here would have been to Iron Head his Whimsicott, but I actually went for the double Sucker Punch because I'm a fool, and I Sucker Punched his Whimsicott. I really should have Iron Headed it here. That would have guaranteed a kill. It would have put me in a much, much better situation, because that Whimsicott would have been dead. Anyway, he's going to go for the beat up onto Kangaskhan, but because I took Terrakion out, beat up is only going to hit 3 times, which is going to be really nice, because it's going to leave me with 1 HP, because Whimsicott's a very, very weak attacker, and he obviously is running the negative attack nature with 0 attack IVs, because he wants to do the minimum amount of damage to his own Terrakion. So that beat up doesn't kill me, because I did take out a poke, and he goes into Charizard Y. Now, I thought the Sucker Punch on Charizard Y was really obvious here, so I actually go for Protect again on my Kangaskhan, predicting him to protect his Charizard Y, and then here I go for the Iron Head onto his Whimsicott. So this actually works out for me, because he does protect his Charizard Y. Big Mama then gets to protect itself from another beat-up, and I'm going to be able to hit this Whimsicott with the Iron Head, taking it out. Really nice turn for me. These protection predictions are what's saving me here. I really should have lost this battle. My opponent choked a little bit. He got a little bit too confident. He thought he was outplaying me, and I was able to predict those protects and give myself a fighting chance here. So he goes into Hydreigon here, as you guys know already. Spoilers at the start, unfortunately. I do have Ludicolo in the back, and Ludicolo is easily going to beat any variation of Hydreigon. It is an Assault Vest variant of Ludicolo, so it's easily going to beat his Hydreigon here. He's going to Dragon Pulse my Bishop to take it out, and that's going to be game, because obviously I've got Kangaskhan and Ludicolo out. No matter what he does, he is going to lose his Hydreigon here. And sadly for him, because he really did make a good play at the start with that beat up on Terrakion, and that nice flinch for him as well, put him in a really good position. He just needed to predict my Protects just a little bit, and he would have been in really, really good stead. But unfortunately, I ended up getting the better of those exchanges. I guess I was more on edge because of what had happened, and I was thinking a bit more intensely about what was going on, and I was taking those risks, taking those Protect risks because I had to. But anyway, this put me 1-0 in the tournament, so I had a really, really good start to the tournament, winning my first battle, and I was really proud to be 1-0 and be in the winner's room for my second match, because there was tables ranked, but they were 2 rooms, and when you would win and you'd be, you know, in the top 30 or the top 32, you'd be in the winner's room, and if you were anybody else, you'd be in the loser's room, and everybody in the loser's room wanted to get into the winner's room. So I was really, really proud to get myself into the winner's room for my second match with that 1-0 victory. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I hope you're going to enjoy this series. Obviously, there should be a free-for-all out tonight later on, so watch out for that, and I will see you guys next time.